Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Well, I think the misconceptions and half truths. This is a little thing I'm started. This is part deuce of that situation. Everybody was giving a pass to LeBron James. And I want people to actually listen to what I'm gonna say. And this is all out of love. When LeBron came in the league, I rooted for LeBron. The problem I had was when people were trying to coronate him better than Kobe Bryant at the time. And I'm like, dude, Kobe got 3 rings and you serious? And he's balling. And to me, it's always been that with LeBron James. He's always been a player who has been given something or been giving glorification or been giving the title of the king or the chosen one, the greatest, without even doing anything. You know, it's the truth. Like he's always celebrating before something actually happens. When he's winning, like I said, he's the funnest guy to be around. He's the greatest dude to be around. Like you'll have fun with LeBron if you're winning. But when you're losing, man, he's the worst guy to be around. He don't want to talk to you. He gonna chill to himself. He gonna sit at the end of the bench. You know, he's gonna do whatever it takes to get away from you because you a bum to him. No, I can't sit by him. No, can't do it. No, I can't do it. He's a bum. But LeBron, that's your teammate. F that. I don't want him near me. I don't want that stench on me. You know, so that's what he's always been. And the over glorification of him, you know, it's just downright ridiculous. Now, Jordan fans, I understand. They overglorified Michael. To me, Michael Jordan was overglorified. But was he overrated? No. Was he a superstar? Yes. Is he the GOAT or in the GOAT conversation? Absolutely. Because Michael Jordan did things not only to show how he was as an individual, but he did a lot of things as a team, and he had to learn how to play with his team. Now he would still get the assist, but when he was passing the ball, he was passing it like, okay, make the shot or something. But sometimes that teammate doesn't make that shot. Sometimes you might have to throw that ball to somebody else, or you may need to do a hockey assist, throw it to him, then throw it to them. That's when Paxson hit the shot for Chicago because Jordan passed it to Grant. Grant turned around, gave it to Paxson. He hit a big 3. So that's the thing I'm saying. Basketball is an art. It's a beautiful form of art. It's not hard to play. You know, it's not. It's not a hard sport to play. I just feel like as a whole and as a society, we just do not know how to criticize people, but we always are seen as the hater because we said, oh, he didn't play this good this time. Oh, you're a hater because this era is soft. It is. This era is soft. Like the reporters, they all have a bandwagon player they like, when it was never like that back in the day. Back in the day, a reporter wasn't going out their way to try to kiss this athlete's butt to get a story. No, they were going to be critical of you. Now, you did have some of your Brian Windhorses, Shannon Sharps, Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins, all them guys who be nut hugging LeBron James. There was guys like that from Michael Jordan back in the day, like Ahmad Rashad, and it was other guys. But the majority wasn't like that. The majority never was like that. The majority basically wanted to be unbiased and wanted to give you the facts. That's all they worked on. When they were giving you their opinion, it was the facts, because they broke down the game, or they broke down what they wanted to tell you about that athlete. And it's just a problem to me today, because there's so many nut huggers. Like, if you criticize LeBron James, oh, but he had 40, 12, and 10. He had 50, 12, and 10. Hey, doesn't matter. Doesn't you're a hater. You're a hater, man. You're a hater. He's leading all-time game winners. Okay, but when he takes a game winner, when we tell you with facts that he takes it, whether if the game is tied, and if he misses it, he knows he's going to overtime. So he basically knows how to take advantage of that. But his dumb fans don't understand is that he's a stat patter. He goes into the game, and if his numbers aren't looking good and it's a blowout, he's going to come in the game during that blowout, get some passes and get some passes in, so that can be an assist. He'll get some scores to the basket to get his points, so his stats will look good. It was just like when they were playing Miami early in the season, they were blowing Miami out. He came back in the game to get his stat pattern, and that's why he got mad, because he couldn't put up more points than AD that game. So now, like Skip Bayless said, which I rarely agree with Skip, but me and Skip were on point with this. He put Anthony Davis on Jimmy Butler because he knows Anthony Davis isn't going to put up the same production on offense. So he knows that, okay, I got a chance now. I can win the MVP. AD can handle that problem for me, because I'm not finna guard Jimmy. He ain't embarrassing me. I gotta look good for the gram. I gotta look good for the fans. And that's the problem I have with LeBron. He worries about his image too much, and he worries about what people think of him. Michael Jordan could give a damn what you thought about him. He was going to use that as fire. He was going to make up a lie in his head, and then he was going to beat you. He was going to destroy you. Now, the problem that ensues is, we've seen this before. When he passed it to Danny Green, everyone's blasting Danny Green. They're killing him and saying he ain't this and that. Look, Danny Green has always been a streaky player, where he'll hit 3 or 4 in a row, and then he'll miss 4 or 5 in a row. You know, that's how Danny Green is. But in that situation, LeBron could have pulled up, because he had Duncan on the run. He could have gave Duncan the bow. He could have jumped and made the shot, because Jimmy was behind Duncan. And if you went to the hole, you could have dished it underneath the AD. AD could have got it and put it up. LeBron is one of the best, if not the greatest passer in history. Okay? He's also the greatest transition player I've ever seen, where he could come down, throw that ball to somebody, they could hit that 3 on the go. He could give you a rhythm to get your shot going. But in the half-court offense, LeBron James is the worst player I have ever seen in the half-court offense. And he is. You know, that it's just the honesty. He sucks. He can't run no sets. And when they're running plays, it's so sporadic. You know, it's so up and down with him. So when Rondo comes in, and I'm telling you guys, Rondo makes the team go, that he's really the MVP of the team. He is. He's the MVP because Rondo plays he knows how to get guys shots in certain positions. He knows how to get the ball to his playmakers to score or to do what they have to do to win the game. And that's what makes Rondo probably the best, or one of the best point guards or floor generals we ever seen. Now, the thing here I want to talk about with this is, excuse me. Now, the thing is this. LeBron James gets more passes than a kid going to the bathroom in elementary or middle school. He get way more passes. He walks up out of there. He's good. He's unscathed. He threw all the pressure on Danny Green. Now everybody's dissing Danny Green. I was listening to Ticket TV's one of his lives. And shout out to Ticket TV. Go support his page. And there was a girl in there with the guy in there, and they were talking about LeBron. And the guy, when he was answering the questions, he just sounded like, I understand he was coming from, he's trying to look at both sides, and he's saying this about LeBron, like it's tough for guys in that situations. Listen, I understand what he's saying. Like, yeah, basketball players, like they got to play in front of, they're not playing in front of nobody, bruh, but a virtual crowd. LeBron has done this for 17 years. He puts this seed in your brain to let you think, well, shoot, he had 20, 10, and 10. He had 30, 20, and he had 30, 15, and 14. So it can't be his fault. But they don't tell you about the free throws where he missed his free throws. Or they don't tell you about when he turns the ball over, because he has the most turnovers in NBA history. He's a walking turnover, especially in big games. Now, his free throw percentage, from the last game, it was 4-6. So he was shooting 67%. Now, from the field, he was 71% because LeBron James drives the ball all the time. But this is what I want to ask LeBron fans. If that play at the end was the right basketball play, how come the previous plays before that, when he got his and ones, he was attacking the basket and then it was at least 2 or 3 defenders converging on him? But why this time he doesn't finish? Why he couldn't really finish at the basket? You know why? Because he's scared. He's scared of failure. He's scared of the big moment. He's scared of Jimmy Butler. He's scared of Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler petrifies him. Petrifies him. Petrifies him to death. Petrifies him. And then you got all these idiots like Nick Wrong and Shannon No Sharp discrediting Kobe Bryant, discrediting Michael Jordan just to make this guy feel like he's the greatest. Like he's the best player of all time. And he's not. Like, listen, LeBron James cannot, if LeBron James was that guy like y'all say he is, y'all tell me he's the GOAT. My little brother Davion all the time, he the GOAT, he the GOAT. How come he didn't win that game? You know why? Don't blame it on Danny Green. He was the primary ball handler, and he had the right, and he had a decision. He could have gave the ball to AD, or he could have went up for a layup, or he could have dunked it. He had that opening to do that. But you know why he didn't do it? Because if he would have missed the shot, he was scared to take the blowback from it. Kobe Bryant he has the most missed shots in history. And Michael Jordan, I think, is in the top 3 or 4 of most missed shots, but everybody forgets that he missed a lot of shots too. And he took off some seasons. That's why it's not more than Kobe's, because it really should be higher than Kobe's, because he jacked the ball up way more than Kobe, which is hard to believe. Now, Kobe Bryant has the most missed shots in history. Kobe Bryant, sometimes when he's quadruple teamed, y'all used to hate Kobe Bryant for that, right? Y'all used to hate him for that. Y'all used to hate him. Y'all be like, oh, he has terrible numbers in the clutch. Yeah, because he takes a lot of shots in the clutch. If I'm a guy who shoots barely shoot in the clutch like that, if I'm shooting like a quarter of what Kobe was shooting, but I made like 10 or 15, yeah, my numbers will look better than Kobe's. But Kobe took those shots because it trained him when that moment came to hit that shot. Like people like had this ridiculous stat where Rudy Gay shows he's more clutcher than Kobe. Ha ha. Yeah, because Rudy Gay rarely takes a last second shot. if Rudy Gay was that raw in the clutch, why hasn't he gotten to a championship? Oh, I know why. Because he's a role player. So kill that. Robert Horry was a role player, but he played big in big games. But that doesn't mean that, oh, he was better than Kobe or he was more clutcher than Kobe when he had chances to do it, because the whole game, Kobe's the primary ball handler and the primary scorer. So when the end of the game comes, he's exhausted and he's still able to hit some of them big shots on people's face. Come on. All we're asking for LeBron is take ownership. Stop deflecting. Stop blaming everybody for your shortcomings. I agree with that girl that was in Ticket TV's live. I agree with her. You know, I agree with her wholeheartedly because she told the truth. Yeah, Jimmy guaranteed to win last time he did. They got beat. They got their butt beat in game 4. But guess what? He came back game 5 and balled out. He guaranteed before that game. And he guaranteed before game 6. So we'll see what he do tonight. If he's going to ball or if he's not going to ball. But Jimmy owns up to his mistakes. LeBron has not one time owned up to his mistakes. He throws his teammates under the bus. But you guys want to say he's the GOAT. You guys want to put him in your top 5. You guys want to say that he's the greatest since God. It's like, come on, dog. It's like, stop it. This dude here is the most overglorified front runner I've ever seen. He's a role player. He has a role player mentality and superstar talent. And we've seen this before from players. We've seen this before. So for everybody to give him a pass and to say, man, it's all right, man. You know, you being too hard on him. Too hard on him, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? He had the hot hand. He had the hot hand. If you have the hot hand, this is the problem we have with LeBron. Whenever he has the hot hand, he passes the ball off like a little itch. Like a little itch. That's what he does. And it's sickening. Germ, my boy Cool Beans, man. Germ. That's my big brother, man. We have our arguments. We disagree a lot. But he says something that was very smart. He says something that was smart. He says something that was very interesting that I was like, that's kind of interesting. And he's a LeBron fan. He loved LeBron. You know, and shout out to him. He the first one to cop my shirt. Him and Darren Oliver, aka Nikuism. Germ basically said, if it was me, I can't lie, I would have tried to dunk that bitch, or I would have tried to shoot over their ass. I can't lie. He said, but I understand this era. This era is different, HD. You got to understand, HD, this era is not like our era. It's soft. And he's right. So I'm being hard on LeBron, but I'm sorry. I'm not from your era, young guys. I'm not from your era, Davion. My era didn't care about stats. If you put up 60 points or 48, 10 and 10 and you lost the game, nobody wanted to talk to you. You weren't finna get no ass at the end of that game. You weren't finna get the chicks. You weren't finna get the supermodels because they like you lost. They ain't give a damn what you put up in your stats. Now all of a sudden, because this bum here can't win a championship, he's losing more than winning. Now he got to make something new up. Oh, my stats. Look at my stats. Look what I did today. Oh, yeah, baby. 28, 10, 10. Boy, them stats better than Kobe's stat line. Of course it's better than Kobe's stat line because Kobe wasn't looking to get stats. Kobe was looking to do one thing. That's fucking win. Hold on, let me say that again for all you LeBron fans. Kobe was trying to win, trying to do well in one stat. That was fucking win. But all I hear is this dissing and saying that Kobe was a shot jacker, he was selfish. If he's so selfish, why does he lead in assists for two guards? He's the first player to reach 30,000 points and over 6,000 assists. The next player was LeBron James, which I don't consider him, he's a point guard. I don't want to hear that small forward crap. But then people going to be like, oh, well, he played a long career. He was just getting them. Dude, stop it. That sounds stupid. Because he got hurt a lot of times later in his career. And he still broke it. So stop it. I don't want to hear that. Jerry West, as great of a passer as he was, he didn't have over 6,000 assists for a career. As great of a passer he was. So I don't want to hear that crap. Why is it always we're moving the goalpost back for LeBron James, but everybody else, we keep that bitch right there? We don't move it. We don't do it nowhere. We don't put it here. We don't put it on the other side of the street. We move that bitch back for LeBron. LeBron get every pass in the book. Every pass. Anthony Davis has been balling the whole year. But you know what them fools on Undisputed, Baseless, and Shannon No Sharp? Man, Skip, he should have won MVP. That's no question. Yeah, he should have won MVP. He should have won MVP. Like, shut up. How you gonna win the MVP and you only led in one category on your team? You weren't even the best player on your team. You're not even the leader of your team. The leader of their team is Rajon Rondo. Because if Rondo wasn't there leading, those guys would have been had mutiny and said F LeBron. Because they don't like LeBron. LeBron's not a leader. LeBron is a guy who leads when it's time to. Like, if they're front running and they got a big lead, man, LeBron gonna open his chest up and everything. He's gonna be like, oh man, it's great and everything, man. Oh man, boom, man, yeah, like I'm this, man. I'm pounding my chest. Like, it's like, come on, dog, stop it, Shannon. Like, you have no basis. You're so damn biased, it's not even funny anymore. Like, how the hell this guy gets the MVP? James Harden had a better season than LeBron had. Way better season. Damian Lillard had a case for MVP. He got that bum-ass Blazers team to the playoffs. He should have been in consideration. Chris Paul should have been in consideration. He took a young team of rookies to the first round of one game of going to the next round. And I still think it would have been better for them to play the Lakers because Steven Adams would have dominated down low. And they didn't have nobody on the perimeter to stick shade. But hey, it is what it is. You know, it's a lot of guys who Anthony Davis on your team should have got MVP over you. It's just sad, man. It's sad we keep giving this guy passes after passes every day. I don't care. I pay your ass to take the damn shot, LeBron. I don't pay Danny Green, who look like a fake Ludacris. I don't pay him. I pay you. I pay you. And you continuously fail and you continuously throw people under the bus. The league has had to carry you forever. And that's true. And it's true and everything. And I'm just so sick and tired of this guy getting a pass every game. And this is what they love to use. Oh, well, Michael Jordan got swept in the first round his first 2 years. Ha ha ha. LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years. Have you ever thought about that, LeBron fans? And then he made the playoffs his third year. They got beat. So I don't want to hear that crap. His first two. Jordan's career was way better than LeBron's, and I can't stand Michael Jordan. I'm arguing with these dudes and everything, talking about I grew up watching Joe Dumars was better than LeBron. So I don't want to hear that. Joe Dumars was better. Isaiah Thomas was better. Kobe was better. LeBron James is a superstar talent. As far as his talent, LeBron James is top 1, top 5, or top 10. But as far as being a player, overall player and mental, he's not top 20. He's not even top 30. The dude is so mentally weak, it's not even funny. If he doesn't have a big lead, he chokes. And we keep seeing this narrative. In Cleveland, he kept choking. Then we went to Miami. He lost to the goddamn Mavericks, and y'all keep forgetting that. He lost to Dirk and them. That team was trash compared to his team. And then don't come to me talking about, they swept Kobe. They swept Kobe because Shannon Brown was banging Pau Gasol's chick. And it messed the chemistry up. If it was during the regular season, they would have had Shannon Brown removed and they would have brought somebody else in and they would have made a run. Then they could have had Chris Paul, but that was blocked because you know why? They didn't want Kobe to get back to the finals and bust LeBron's ass. Because LeBron is soft. He's soft. Just like KG said, we broke him. Then Shannon want to bring up, what did Shaq and Kobe? No, Shaq and Kobe didn't break KG. Minnesota was finna rebuild their team. They were finna rebuild their team. So KG, they gave him the option to go anywhere he wanted. He was going to go to the Lakers, but the Lakers, Kobe had too much control. So he said, I can't deal with that. I'll go to Boston. He went to Boston because Paul Pierce wanted to play with him. Then they grabbed Ray Allen, brought him over there. So stop all this nonsense and cockamamie bullshit that you fans be spewing because y'all idiots. Y'all idiots. Y'all think this guy's the greatest because he put up all these stats. He can't shoot well. He's a terrible shooter. He's streaky when it comes to three-pointers. He can attack the basket because he's allowed the offensive foul and push people around. When he had his athleticism, he could just get around you and go for a dunk. Now that he lost it, he got to throw. He got to push you around and hit you in your head and do all this type of stuff to make you, not only that, but to get to the advantage because he has no more advantage. He's old now. He's an old dinosaur in the game. And I'm sick of this. You letting Jimmy Butler outball you. Jimmy Butler has probably the youngest team we've ever seen play. The oldest guy on the team, I think, is Iguodala. No, Haslam's the oldest guy. Then you got Iguodala. And that's just sad and everything. It's sad that we have to keep over glorifying this loser. Even these trolls I'm arguing with. I was just arguing with one when I was typing on the computer, trying to tell me, man, LeBron better than Joe Dumars. He's not better than no damn. Joe Dumars would have D'd LeBron ass up, put them hands on him and moved him out the way. He had to guard Michael Jordan. You think he can't guard no damn LeBron? Stop it. Every time LeBron dipped that shoulder, Joe would have got a charge on him. because he moves his feet. He gets to the position where you think you're going to get to. And then we ain't going to talk about shooting. Joe could outshoot that nigga any day. So, man, like I said, shout out to Jimmy, man, and the Heat. You know, they're going to screw you tonight. Y'all ain't going to win tonight. But you played with heart, dog. You earned everybody respect, and you the real champion, regardless of what happened, because this bum needed to go get all these veterans and then put these like old superstar like Dwight Howard on the team and then bring a superstar, and he gets an easy road. So thank you for listening, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming content. If you want to donate to the page, cash at me at Welcome to HDTV. That's the word welcome and the number 2 and then HDII-TV. And I'm gonna give my review on the football. I believe, well, it's gonna be different this week because they moved the game to Tuesday. But right now, the Patriots, just looking at it, they had to shut down the practice facility. Another positive test this morning. So this thing a mess, man. I hope the season keep going on, but the way it's looking, it's crazy. So, but like I said, if you want to donate to the page, welcome to HDTV. That's welcome, the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDII-TV. And thank you for listening, man. We out. Live boy.